Hi Achievers, I'm going to bring you through a follow-along full body static stretching. I'm going to hold the stretches with you and we're going to do 6 full body stretches. Bear in mind, this is to be done after your training session as a recovery. To begin, we're going to need a long resistant band. This is for hamstring. We're going to need a yoga mat and a stopwatch. Now, if you are following along with me, you do not need the stopwatch because I'm going to do the timing for you. But if you're doing it yourself, prepare a timer so that you can time your stretches. Let us begin with a hamstring stretch. This, we're going to need the band. Now, let me start timing. I'm going to place the band on my feet. I'm going to straighten my left knee. I'm going to gently pull my feet towards my body, making sure that my opposite leg is flat on the ground, and I'm going to hold here in this stretch. Now, this is a static stretching, so I invite you to breathe as you stretch. The more relaxed you are, the greater the stretch. Now, if you do feel a lot of tension here, you can regress by releasing some tension on the band. If you feel that you do not feel much, we can progress by pulling it closer or even going all the way up. The goal with the hamstring stretch is to make sure that your knees, your feet are straight. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to come down. We're going to switch to the other side. Each stretch, we're going to hold for a minute. You can point your toes to get a little bit of calf. Straighten your knees and pull. Now, if you can see, this is my tighter side. I have a tight right hamstring. Usually after 20 to 30 seconds, you find that the muscles relax a little bit in static stretching. And you can pull a little bit more. Breathe throughout the movement. You want to bring oxygen to your muscles to release your tight muscles. 20 more seconds. If you find it easy, progress by pulling the band closer towards your body. And this is the last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. So we're going to put the band aside. Done with the first, we're going to move to a lying piriformis. Now, piriformis is a small muscle right in your hips. So this is a hip stretch. We're going to take your left foot, place over to your right knee. You're going to interlock your fingers at the back of your right knee and gently pull. Now from here, you want to make sure that your left knee is pushed out or kind of open up. That will emphasize the stretch. If you're doing your left foot, you should feel on your left piriformis or left hips. You find this is too challenging, relax your hand. If you find this is too easy, I know some of you have flexible hips, we're going to soft bend your right knees. Your hand's going to reach in front of your shin and then pull it towards your midsection. Remember, when it comes to static stretching, the more relaxed you are, the greater the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. We're going to switch side. Right foot in front of your left knee. I'm going to straight do the progression. Breathe throughout the movement. Now, one thing that when it comes to stretches, I like to remind my achievers during my PT sessions is that think of happy things. We want the body, the mind to be in a relaxed state. So one of the questions I ask is, What is your favorite food? Think of your favorite food. And you'll be amazed at all the answers that I hear and I get. But that's one thing I like to think. So you can think of your favorite food as you're doing a lying piriformis stretch. We got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kudos. Done with 2. Next, we're going to move to a hip flexor stretch. Now, hip flexor is get really tight in most of us because we sit down a lot. Hip flexor is located at the top portion of your thighs, your quads. It's somewhere around your pocket area. So right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to get to a half kneeling position. I'm going to place my right foot in front, 90-degree angle. I'm going to make sure that my body is upright. And from here, I'm going to tuck my hips in and just gently lean forward a little bit and hold in this position. So you should immediately feel your hip flexor kind of like stretch right here. Breathe throughout the movement. Now, if you find this is too challenging, I invite you to lean back a bit and be in an upright position. Now, for those of you who are flexible, you can actually engage your glutes, squeezing your glutes, and just lean forward, and both hands, place it on top. That would emphasize the stretch even more. Breathe throughout the movement. Now, I have some clients who feel a lot of tension on your knees, so you can actually double up the layer on the mat to give you extra comfort. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to turn to the other side to show you the other leg. So if I double up, the comfort is like this. You can even roll this up or put a towel. Okay, half kneeling position, squeezing your glutes, and lean forward a little bit until you feel a stretch. I'm going to do progression, hold. Okay, you find that it's unstable, you can always rest your hands on your hips or even hold on to something. The goal is that you are in a relaxed state and feel the stretch in the muscle. So you don't want to go to progression and you are struggling with stability. This is a static stretching, so we want to be in a relaxed state. $20 more seconds. Now with the hip flexor stretch, this is actually a level 1 basic stretch. If you watch through our movement or static stretching tutorial, you can see a more advanced where I elevate my back foot on a box or in a chair. So that gives you a deeper stretch. So you can actually use that version for this. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Next, we have stretched the 3 big muscles and commonly tight in our lower body. We're going to move for the next 3 that's going to target a little bit more on your upper body. What we have next is a chest and shoulder stretch. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to show you from the side view. I'm going to interlock both fingers back, palms facing in. I'm going to lengthen my spine, keep my posture upright. I'm going to roll my shoulder back and hold here. So you feel a stretch on your shoulder and chest. Now in this position, you want to try your level best to straighten your elbows. Now a lot of us may have tight biceps, so the elbow is kind of here. So you're going to think of flexing your tricep to straighten your elbow. And then some of us have rounded shoulder. So you want to think of pinching your shoulder blades back to round it up. For regression, keeping the palm close to your body. For progression, imagine someone is pulling your arms away. Okay, maintain a neutral neck, chin down, look in front, breathe throughout the movement. And one last breath. There you go. That's a chest and shoulder stretch. Next, we're going to move to one of my favorite muscles to train, which is your lats. Lats is the biggest muscle in your upper body. So we're going to do a child pose. From here, I'm going to be on my toes, resting on my knees. I'm going to place my hands in front of my body. Palms pressing firmly on the ground, and I'm going to sit back on my heels. Okay? A key thing is to make sure that your arms are straight. As you lean back, you should feel a stretch on your lats. Breathe throughout the movement. Now, some of you who have lower back pain, you might feel some tension on your lower back because it's rounding. That's fine. If you're not comfortable with your toes on top, you feel that there's tension on your ankle, I invite you to go toes down and sit back. Some of you have said, Alvin, I know this pose. This is the one from yoga. It is. It's called child pose. Why is it a child? I guess it's the body position that we are like a child curling up. 3, 2, and last exhale. 1. Good. And our last stretch is the upper trap stretch. Okay, I'm going to show you from the front. We're going to sit down. We're going to take our right hands, place at the back of your body, chest up, upright posture. I'm going to rotate my head to the left, look down towards my left pocket, take my left hand, and press my head down. You should feel a stretch right at the back of your neck. That is your upper trap. Hold in that position. Breathe throughout the movement. If you find it easy, use your left hand. Apply some force to press your head or neck downwards. Bear in mind, you want the eyes focus on your opposite pocket. So if you're stretching your right traps, it's your left pocket. If you don't have a pocket, just think of your left hips or your left glutes. 3, 2, 1, and slowly raise up your neck. I know, it's tight. Let's do the other side. Timer, and we go. Left hand back, turn, right pocket. The reason I'm quiet is because I am feeling a lot of tightness on my left traps. So I'm enjoying the stretch. I'm sure you do too. 30 more seconds. Gentle reminder to lengthen your spine, making sure you have an upright posture. Breathe throughout the movement. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time stop. There you have it. Full body static stretching. All we need is about 10 minutes to go through that stretch. Once again, please do this after your training sessions.